Hi, it's me, Missy Mist. Thank you so much for joining me today on my channel. Today I wanted to just have a discussion with you, and that discussion basically is just something there's a matter that's been weighing heavily on my heart, and I wanted to just find out from you guys, like, how do you know when a friendship is over? Like when it's completely done. No more texting or just dropping a hint to the person through someone else that maybe, you still want to be friends, or that you kind of forgive them, or you're thinking about them. How do you know, like, when a friendship is definitely, like, just done and over with? Because I seem to have major issues when it comes down to cutting off people that should have been cut off a long time ago. And I just really, I know there's no just straight up answer for that, so it's really kind of a question that everyone probably would have a different answer for. But with me, I find it highly impossible to, like, cut off a friend, not an associate, a friend, like someone who you've known for a long time, or someone who just, they know a lot about you, you know about them. They were really a friend, someone that you were able to rely on, they were able to rely on you, someone who you confided in, they were able to confide in you. So I'm not talking about a fly-by-night friend or an associate. You know who your friends are, right? So I'm talking about one of those people. Do you treat those people the same way that you would treat your family member? Because I believe that that's one of my issues, that once a person is a friend, like if I actually consider them to be a true blue friend, I find it so difficult to just cut them off when they should be cut off. Now, of course, there's certain things like you cross me in certain ways, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I'm not talking about someone betraying you in a major way. So it's not really dealing with betrayal, but just dealing with, like, when that person, like when the season is ended, like you really realize that this person does not have the same things in common that you have, or that you once shared. You kind of just have grown apart somewhat, and I'm trying to not really be direct about it, because I know this person probably will be watching this video and they probably know who they are. So this has nothing to do with trying to come at anyone, and only that person probably knows. No one else probably knows. So that's one good aspect. So I'm not coming at you, to the person that is watching and you know who you are. I just really feel, though, that intuition that we all have, that little voice that speaks to you, a lot of people say that that's God that's talking to you. I think that is God. I really think that when you get that little conversation going with that little voice in your head, or some people say in your heart, and you really listen to it, you kind of know what that person who you consider a friend to be a friend, you kind of know if that person is right. Like, right as in they mean you well, they aren't talking about you, they aren't being phony. There's been times with this one particular friend that I just picked up on something. It could be the slightest little thing, and I picked up on it. And I completely and almost instantly dismissed it, because I'm like, okay, no, I know this friend isn't, I know that's not what this friend is about. Like, I've known this friend for over 25 years, and I know this friend is, that there's no way that this friend actually did X, Y, and Z to me. But it can be ever so slight, and you can also tell by what the friend discusses with you, like things that the friend might have never discussed with you before, but now they feel that it's okay to discuss certain things with you that deals with other people, let's say, that means that person's values are starting to just go down ever so slightly. It might have a lot to do with stress. It might be environment. It might be age even. It might be, for all I know, a mental condition. But that person is not the same person that they were back in the day, where they were like a locked vault. You didn't know what the other person was doing, another friend was doing. That might be a friend that we share or whatever, a friend that we have in common. You didn't know anyone else's business because that person was a vault. And that's what I enjoyed about the person. One of the aspects that I enjoyed about the person is that they were able to be that confidant. You can confide in them, and you knew that it would not go any further. And my mom always said, watch a dog that will carry a bone because they'll also bring one. Or that might be in reverse. Watch a dog that will bring a bone because they'll carry one as well. And don't get me wrong, we all kind of have chit-chat about certain things. I mean, we're human, and especially women, we do that type of stuff. But I'm talking about things that just would never have been discussed previously. And I can't help but wonder if that person wasn't taking back my information as well. You know what I mean? So that's just one of the things that made me, raise that question mark flag. It just is, there's just certain things about the person that has changed, and I know that I've changed as well. We all change. With age and with maturity and with wisdom, we all will, sort of evolve into who we are today. But that person that you've become doesn't mean that I still have to deal with it. That's what I'm a little unsure about. And I just feel this obligation out of friendship, out of just having that history with the person. I have a problem with cutting them off. And I know in my heart of hearts that this person might mean me well, maybe 60%, but that other 40%, is that amount too much? That doesn't mean me well? What is that number for you? Like, at what point do you say this person doesn't mean me any good? This person is being phony. This person might be discussing my business, but I've known this person forever. If a brother or a sister did it, if a cousin or an aunt did it, would you still be around that family member? In my case, no. Now that I really, really think about it, like, I've cut some family members off. What am I talking about? I've cut off family members before. Not for less, but for some major stuff. And yeah, I'm still cordial, but I'm not really, they're not in my circle. So I might be treating my friends better than I'm treating some of my family members when I really, really think about it. But if that family member ever really needed me, I would be there for that family member. So in that aspect, no, I still hold that person as a family member, and they are. So question for you, and I would appreciate if you would comment and let me know what your thoughts are about that. How would you handle a situation with a friend who you've known for, a very, very long part of your life, and some of the better parts of your life when you were a teenager and you were growing up and, going out and hanging out before you got married, and this was like your ride or die, like how do you treat that friend who's kind of grown into a different person, still a beautiful person, but not really the person that I really, really am liking right now? Do I just put them on hold for a minute? Do I cut them off completely? Like, what would you do in a situation such as this? How do you treat those type of friends? And I have this many friends. I could hold them in this hand. I don't call everyone a friend. I use that word so lightly that people think it's a joke, but I'm serious. And the people that know me, even my associates, they know I don't call you a friend easily. I prove myself to you, you prove yourself to me. It's an unspoken word, but it's just something that's done. And once you see it and you feel it and you know it and you taste it, you know that that is a friend. And that's why I think it's so hurtful, and that's why I think it's so difficult to do that, to just like cut someone off. I don't know. You tell me. You be my shrink today. Tell me what you would do in a situation where you love the person, you love their kids, you love their family, and you just feel like you have been wronged by them in a certain way, and we aren't speaking right now. Might have said too much. But in any case, you tell me how you would handle that situation, okay? Okay, that's all I have for you today regarding my therapy with you. Just give me your advice on that. I really, really would appreciate it. Let me know how you feel about the situation, and tell me if you had any situations similar. Tell me if I'm tripping, if I need to reevaluate myself and say, Missy, shake it off. The person's human. You know, worse things have happened, but you don't know what happened. But just let me know how you feel about it. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I am hoping that you like, subscribe, and also comment to my station. It's Missy Mist, and I thank you again. Have a good one. Bye.
Back it up. Back it up.
3, 2, 1. Hi, it's me, Missy Mist. Thank you so much for 3, 2, 1. Hi, it's me, Missy Mist.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it back it back it back